All right, here's stalking. That is, again, the entity flying in circles around, and you can see the fake sun right over me. And this is speaking to the knowledge that the entity has that I'm here also. All right, and begins flying in circles while I am documenting the pattern of conduct. This is demonic, and that's also the evidence of stalking. I'm gonna show you the fake sun. That's right over me. That's also how you know that somebody's stalking you in a helicopter. All right, that's audible activity. You already know that the Ontario Police Department is a terrorist organization, and their criminal activity has been used as an ongoing example about the terrorist organization, the LAPD, and both terrorist organizations are going to be criminally and civilly prosecuted. And you have many of them that are going to federal prison, and it's also the basis for disbanding. Those are demons who are pacing, monitoring with that state. That's what that is, audible activity. Demons who are group stalking. Those are the same demons stalking in hotels like I've been showing you. And that's how you know that they're stalking in a helicopter, because the fake sun is over me. And I'm at this same exact parking lot. Ontario police are on video in this parking lot at 8 o'clock in the morning, sitting in the parking lot in their vehicle, and the fake sun is over this hotel. They're group stalking with children. That's light activity, relevant positioning, and federal stalking. That's also demons that have custody of minor children. And that's a threat to those children, by the way. And they're engaging in what is domestic terrorism. They're doing so in the remarkable environment at 3:31 p.m. The entity is keeping the fake sun over my hotel room as I captured San Bernardino Sheriff's Department group stalking in the parking lot of the 76 in alignment with my hotel room. This is crossing path in plain sight, criminal conduct, which the population is going to be prosecuted for. All right, openly engaging in criminal activity, and they're demons that are stalking you. And they did so the same exact condition by those that are in helicopters, the Ontario Police Department, the San Bernardino Sheriff's Department. They are at this same address, stalking under a fake sun at 10:29 in the morning, engaged in kidnapping. They're not a legitimate police department, and they're still engaging in terrorism, and they're showing the world how Satan's system of surveillance is happening in the United States. That is not a free country. They are again, unapologetically fully engaged in unconstitutional and un-American criminal conduct that is psychotic. They like to use helicopters to stalk American citizens. We are not in a third world country. I am in California. This is speaking to the demise of the Ontario Police Department. Every single last one, look at the video documentation. I used it very heavily. They're going to federal prison. They are all going to federal prison, and they're showing their worthiness. The Ontario Police Department, that's off of Archibald Avenue in Ontario, that whole police department is a crime scene, capturing the fake sun over it in the afternoon and in the morning. They're using their helicopters, which again, the chief of police is not ignorant about. The county sheriff, Shannon Dykes, is not ignorant about what the helicopters are used for. They're engaged in 24-hour surveillance, stalking me while I live outside, stalking me while I'm sleeping in a car, stalking me while I'm at the library. And you also know that they're stalking because it's a fake sun that remained over me. That's how you're identifying and putting all the dots together. They know exactly where I'm at and what I'm staying while they fly over me in the remarkable environment that the sun would never be present at the same library where it's present at 8 in the morning, where it's present at 10:29 with this entity engaged in a kidnapping. All right, so I just want to be clear, everybody, including the people of the state that live at, that are working, 7 UJW 963, federal prison. Group stalking with a minor children in the vehicle and impossible light activity. And this demon right here was stalking with their headlights on. They're turning them back on right now. The entity flew over in a circle. They're going to federal prison, 8LXS613. The moment they begin moving is to monitor. They're doing so under a fake sun that's moving. They were stalking with the Ontario Police Department. They're going to federal prison. Okay, you can mark my words. They're going to federal prison. That's P.O.C. That's audible activity. I'm not in their way. I'm standing on the sidewalk. That's P.O.C. They're moving as I move, and that's a demon engaged in surveillance. 8LXS613, impossible light against the building. They were stalking with that demon that was using a helicopter. They're going to federal prison for that terrorism. This is what a whole population is doing. This is what LAPD was doing with an apartment complex. This is what they were doing with an apartment complex. P.O.C. Impossible light across the building. That has nothing to do with sunlight, and this isn't even the sun. 8NCW 700, federal prison. This is what a terrorist organization that's calling itself a police department in Ontario, California is engaging in. All of the demons, do you know how many? I've captured them on video and images by badge number. Every single last one of them are going to federal prison. You have a lot from the Ontario Police Department who are going to federal prison. License plate, by the way, it's currently 3:34 p.m. This is the scientific impossibility that there would ever be any sun outside of my bedroom window in Alvarado Gardens. At the same time, I'm capturing this. This is not in alignment with my bedroom window at Alvarado Gardens. This is called crossing path. Group stalking in plain sight and federal stalking. This is not seen through the hallway window of the Holiday Inn in Hesperia where I just came from. That's the criminal engagement by a bunch of demons getting in helicopters to stalk somebody. Psychological torture and terrorism. This is going on the front page of YouTube to evidence the criminal conduct by the state of California. And those that are currently in positions, the chief of police over Ontario, it's a demon. He's a criminal. He or she is a criminal, and they're going to be removed, and I'm going to prosecute. All the demons are part of the Ontario Police Department that ever had anything to do with all the documented acts of kidnapping and harassment and terrorism. They're going to federal prison. It is currently, again, 3:34, and they're not helping the demons that are inside of the OVITT Family Community Library. That demon just moves to the opposite end of the same building because they were monitoring and they knew exactly what I was stating. They're going to federal prison. I don't need to know them in the same way they don't need to know me, but you're group stalking the wrong person who's literally creating the foundation for what is legislation in this country, and you're going to federal prison for group stalking in the remarkable manner of using helicopters to terrorize American citizens. It's unconstitutional, and the likes of that is using American flags while they were group stalking in Hesperia. Under not the same environment. This is not the sun that's remaining in alignment with my hotel room at the Holiday Inn, where the entity was setting the fake sun. It still remained in alignment with my hotel window. That's what San Bernardino Sheriff's Department was doing, group stalking with the demons at the 76 in alignment to me. All right, they're pathetic. It's really pathetic. And the people of the state, I've been documenting them since I've been in LA, since I relocated. The entity engaged in kidnapping. This long-awaited prosecution does not mean that it's not going to be a prosecution. They engaged in many times harassment, sexual violence, harassment and terrorism, as you just seen by helicopter. You're talking about the employees, the director over the OVITT Family Community Library, and I'm also going to civilly prosecute them. They're going to federal prison. I documented them by name. They're in relevant position. I captured their images. No one has forgotten. Neither will that federal prosecution. In the same way they go out of their way to target, I'm going to target them with federal policies and prosecute them. And the government provides evidence against them on an ongoing basis. And that illegitimate government itself is a stalker. That's the Ontario Police and the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department. Shannon Dykes, that demon is waiting to be plucked out of position. This is P.O.C.